You know what's funny? Most people spend years trying to be understood by people who already decided not to understand them. Think about that for a second. How many times did you explain yourself only to be misunderstood again? How many times did you try harder only to feel like it still wasn't enough? Here's the truth nobody tells you early enough. Not everyone misunderstands you by accident. Some people misunderstand you on purpose. Because understanding you would require them to question their own assumptions, and most people would rather stay comfortable than be honest. So they choose the easier version of the story, the version where you're the problem. And that's exactly where your freedom begins. Because the moment you realize you can't control how people see you, you stop trying to. Let them misunderstand you. Let them question your intentions. Let them believe whatever they want. Because people who truly want to understand you always will. And people who don't never plan to. Here's something else nobody prepares you for. You don't need everyone to like you. You don't need everyone to stay. And you definitely don't need everyone to agree with you. Some people are only meant to meet a version of you, not grow with you, not support you, just meet you and leave. That's not rejection, that's direction. Think about the people who slowly disappeared from your life. The friend who stopped checking on you. The person who suddenly became distant. The relationship that started feeling one-sided. At first, it hurts. Then it confuses you. And after that, it makes you question yourself. You start asking the wrong questions. What did I do wrong? How can I fix this? How do I make them stay? But here's the real question. Why are you trying to keep people who are already walking away? You shouldn't have to prove your value to someone who benefits from ignoring it. The right people recognize your presence. The wrong people tolerate it. And learning that difference changes everything. Growth is lonely at first, not because something is wrong with you, but because not everyone is meant to grow with you. Some people were comfortable with the version of you that needed approval. But when you stop asking for permission to be yourself, some people stop feeling comfortable around you. Confidence exposes insecurity. Silence exposes fake connections. Distance exposes truth. And suddenly, the people you thought would stay forever don't. That doesn't mean you failed. That means you evolved. Let them leave. Because people who walk away from your life are creating space. Space for clarity. Space for peace. Space for the right people. And yes, sometimes that space feels empty at first. But empty space is better than forced connection, every single time. Here's something most people learn too late. You can be the kindest person in the room and still be misunderstood. You can be the most loyal person someone knows and still be replaced. So stop trying to be enough for everyone. Start being real for yourself, because the moment you stop performing for acceptance, you start living with confidence. And confidence changes everything. You walk differently. You think differently. You choose differently. You stop chasing conversations that drain you. You stop shrinking to fit into spaces that were never meant for you. And suddenly, something unexpected happens. Peace. Real peace. Not the kind that comes from approval. The kind that comes from self-respect. Not everyone deserves access to you. Not everyone deserves your time. Not everyone deserves your energy. Access to your life is a privilege, not a guarantee. So let them talk. Let them doubt you. Let them misunderstand you. Let them walk away, because while they're busy deciding your value, you should be busy building your future. Focus on your goals, protect your energy, move with intention. And remember this, the people who are meant for your life will never require you to prove your worth to them. They won't need convincing. They'll just stay, naturally, honestly, consistently. And when that happens, you'll finally understand something powerful. Losing people was never your problem. Forcing the wrong people to stay was. So let them leave. Let them doubt. Let them misunderstand. Let them miss out on you. And if this message spoke to you, I share real, anonymous, real talk people stories in the shorts on this channel. Stories from real people, real situations, real lessons. And if you've gone through something similar, you can share your story anonymously on the Real Talk People website. You'll also find guides there for moments like breakups, confusion, overthinking, moving on, and finding clarity. Sometimes hearing someone else's story helps. Sometimes telling your own helps even more. Either way, you don't have to go through it alone.